Morning, class 11. So, today let's start with the poem John Brown, right? Written by Bob Dylan. 2 days back, I have given you the introduction of the poem, and I told you that it is an anti war poem. The two characters are here, John Brown and his mother. And John Brown's mother symbolizes or shows those people who glorifies the war without knowing the reality. They glorified the war, right? So when John Brown went to fight a war, his mother was extremely happy, right? So it's a big poem. We will go slowly with this, right? So look at the lines carefully. John Brown went off to war to fight on a foreign shore. So as I already told you that no peculiar battleground is given over here, no particular war is given over here, and that's why the poem is having a universal appeal. So John Brown went off to war to fight on a foreign shore. John Brown is ready to go in a war to fight on a foreign shore, on a foreign land. His mama sure was proud of him. He stood straight and tall in his uniform and all. And when he was going, his mother was very proud of him. Why? Because she is the one who glorifies the war, who thought that being a part of the war is something to be proud to, something to feel proud of, fine. So she was very much proud. He stood straight and tall in his uniform. Clear? John Brown was standing straight and tall in his uniform. He is looking very handsome in his uniform. He's a smart, tall, young gentleman. Clear? Who's looking very nice in his uniform. And all his mama's face broke out all in a grin. Grin means a broad smile. And when his mother saw her son standing in a uniform, tall, handsome, the smile broke out on her face. She instructed her son, "Oh son, you look so fine. I am glad you are son of mine. You make me proud to know you hold a gun. Do what the captain says. Lot of medals you will get, and we will put them on the wall when you come home." So his mother instructed him, "Oh son, you look so fine. I am so glad you are son of mine. Oh son, you are looking very handsome, you are looking very fine, you are looking very smart. I am glad that you are my son. You make me proud to know you hold a gun. And now you make me proud by holding this gun, by joining the army, by being the part of the war. You make me proud. Do what the captain says. Lots of medals you will get." And she instructed him to follow the orders of his captain so that he can win a lot of medals. "And we will put them on the wall when you come home." And she said, "Ki when you win the medal and when you come back home, we will put all your medals on the wall to show it to the people." Fine. So his mother want to show off the things. As that old train pulled out, John's ma began to shout, telling everyone in the neighborhood that my son that's about to go, he is a soldier now, you know. She made well sure her neighbors understood. As that old train pulled out, now as John Brown brought the train started. John's ma began to shout. She started shouting. She started telling everyone in the neighborhood. She started bragging, Claire, boasting of his son being the part of the army. She started bragging. She started telling her neighbors that my son that's about to go, he is a soldier now, you know. Now she's telling, that's my son that about to go. The person who has just gone, he's my son. Now he's a soldier, you know. She's bragging, clear, proudly telling everyone that her son is a soldier. She made well sure her neighbor understood, and she made it sure that her neighbor should know that her son is in army. Fine. She got a letter once in a while, and her face broke in a smile into a smile. So now and then she get a letter from her son. Okay, and whenever she get a letter, there was a smile on her face, and she showed them to the people from the next door. and she bragged about her son with his uniform and gun. And these things you called a good old fashioned war. She got a letter once in a while and and she showed them to the people from next door. And what she did, whenever she received any letter from her son, she showed it to her neighbors and she bragged about her son. Bragged, she boasted about her son, of her son. She spoke proudly of her son, taken up with his uniform and gun. And these things you called a good old fashioned war. And you call these things a good old fashioned war. So, fine, children, here in the last line of this passage, of this paragraph, and these things you called a good old fashioned war. Oh, good old fashioned war. Here, the poet is a bit satiric. Clear? He mocks the idea of the wars being good. Right? He mocks the idea of war by calling it a good old fashioned. Wars are never good. Clear? Because this war, it has snatches the son away from his mother. So he's mocking the idea of the war. Right? So children, revise it till here. Tomorrow we will complete it and we'll do the question answers. Thank you.